Hello everyone and welcome back to Bows & Company. I am your host, Emily O, and I am joined by my sister, Elizabeth. Welcome for another week of podcasting.
Here I am.
To see you.
Hello, I'm happy to see you. You look dashing in this navy.
And you are looking marvelous in this light blue. Almost like a denim, if you will.
It is a denim. It's a two-tone blue situation. I honestly feel like I look best in blue.
It's just sensational. And we are attempting to do video again today. There are no promises being made because Ann and I, a couple weeks back, probably like a month, tried this whole shebang and it just did not work.
Flat.
It fell lower than flat. It was crumpled up. But you know what? We must persevere. So how are you doing today?
You know, I'm doing really well. I just realized I didn't put conditioner in my hair.
Yes.
So it's feeling a little funky and it's there's a lot of knots in it, but we persevere. We keep on.
Honestly, it looks fabulous from my end.
Thanks. Your hair looks good. You got it done the other day?
Thank you. I paid for it. It's getting a little thick, a little
Got it
unruly.
outsourced.
I did outsource it. Yep, she's getting crazy. I'm getting a haircut on Tuesday. I'm not going to take any length off. I just have to debulk it to get that bounce and shine back that we also desperately need. So that's kind of on the agenda for the hair, but right now my natural curls are coming out just because it is.
Is that natural?
This is a natural curl. This was not put in yesterday. I woke up this morning and I thought, we did not put you down in the appointment.
I don't remember letting you in.
I don't remember letting you in, but I'm just kind of letting it happen because it's just, it's its natural state and we have to accept that.
My natural state of hair is different waves. It's not curly, it's not completely wavy, it's just these tiny little waves going every direction.
Teeny tiny little waves coming out.
This is just blow-dried hair, if you can see this on the camera.
If you're joining us
This is just pin-straight blow-dried hair.
Well, it's fabulous. What are we getting into today? I see that you've come with a note.
I have!
Do you want to start with some bows and lows?
Yeah, let's start with some You go first.
I would say a blow of the week just happened.
Oh my gosh.
It literally just happened. The entire ring light came crashing down.
That
was. And my life flashed before my eyes. And I was like, I broke it. I literally broke it. But
so I was upstairs blow drying my hair, and I thought you had actually broken the table. It was so loud. And I was like,
It was so
I go, what just happened? You go, nothing. Okay, well, no, something did happen because it sounded like an earthquake.
shattering. So if you're looking, the ring light is to my left if you're joining us on video. And it comes with these 4 little panels that you put on top to soften it. So all of those panels came shooting up and they went in every direction across. And we're in the dining room, the most formal area of the house because it has the best lighting. It's on the ground, it's unplugged. I was like, this is it.
You were attacked by the ring light.
I was attacked by the ring light, but I propped it back up, I plugged her in, I repaneled the whole thing, and it's honestly working. So shout out to whoever makes this ring light. It's durable. It's ready for any sort of trauma that might hit it. So it's smashed against, and these are nice hardwood floors.
Yeah. It sounded like
Put it back up.
Your room had just collapsed.
I know. Honestly, they should use these for movies. It's really great. So that was my low.
Okay.
And I would say a bow this week. My God, there has been so many just amazing things that have happened this week.
Name one. Name a few.
I can't think of a single thing.
There's nothing up there. Lights on, nobody's home.
No, let's see. We're kind of in our really social these days.
I couldn't agree with you more.
So last night we went to Connor's volleyball league. You actually played in it. I'm assuming that this is also one of your bows, so I don't want to completely take it away from you, but I'll touch upon it from my perspective. You hopped in because they always need girls to play for this said volleyball league. It has to be a minimum of 2 girls, so they normally have to forfeit because...
Yeah, no, you have to have 2 girls in it the whole time.
Yes. So you played. You stood in. You joined the team.
I have never played volleyball in my life, and the only reason I knew the rules was from your 7th grade volleyball team.
Seriously?
Yeah, I knew that you had to hit it 3 times to get over,
yes.
a maximum of 3 times,
right.
And I knew that you had to get to 21.
Yes.
That was it. So
right.
Everyone started rotating, people started screaming, bump set, Spike, and I'm like, who's Spike? I was really confused, but I just kind of rolled with the bumps.
With the bumps, yeah. With the sets. So Claire and I just stood on the sidelines, would you say? More of the concrete path.
Because it was beach volleyball.
It was beach volleyball, so it was also low-key chilly last night. May needs to kick it into high gear. We're over it. It was giving April. It was really embarrassing.
It was giving March.
So it was giving March. So low-key freezing. I don't know how you did it. You were in a short sleeve shirt and barefoot. thrown into this.
You're gonna get pneumonia.
Literally. But we cheered you on. You did a great job. We were really proud of you. And Connor is a really good volleyball player.
I don't know when he took this up, but he's really good at it.
He's really
just
good at it.
Naturally active. I don't know.
Yes, naturally active.
He's, yeah.
A real volleyball star.
Yeah.
So, and then there's like a hangout area. And
right.
every hour, like from 6 to 10, people play, young folk, play, takes a look at the camera, play volleyball every hour. So
we were the 6 o'clock slot.
We were the earliest.
We were the earliest because, it's working people. Connor's 30, so
right.
he couldn't stay out super late because he has to work the next day.
Right.
We, on the other hand, don't. And, well, you do.
I do, but I have interesting hours, so I was like, it's 7:45.
Yeah, so then after volleyball, we went back to our tried and true. We shouldn't have a name for it.
Okay, let's come up with a name.
Our dip in, dip out. We went to the local watering hole.
We're going to call it the local watering hole.
We went to the local watering hole and just sat at the bar and talked to everyone around us.
Yes.
And then we went home at like 9:30.
It was a really fun night, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just quick and easy.
And at the local watering hole, I ran into one of my volleyball teammates.
That was hilarious. She was like, John?
Oh my gosh, long time no see.
Making friends everywhere we go. The night before, we were also at the watering hole, and we met Claire and Connor there for dinner.
That's right.
There was a lot more people there the night before.
Well, it's trivia night.
Yeah, we went for trivia night. So
trivia night is a huge draw.
Lots of activities. Trivia night everywhere, no matter what establishment, huge draw.
Yeah, I do love a good trivia. Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah, I think we've gone over, what was your low?
Okay. I have a lot of pets.
Oh,
okay.
You wrote those out. I was like, what is that?
Okay, so piggybacking off of the whole volleyball experience, I thought I broke my thumb last night, and the one time that I hit the ball really well, I turned to Connor and I was like, I literally think I just broke my thumb, and he was laughing, and then later on there was a massive bruise. It still hurts down here. So, I was nursing that all evening. That was a low. But another low was when, after I went to the chiropractor, I got slightly severely ill because it happens sometimes, like when you get readjusted.
Is that what they say to you?
Yeah, they're like, make sure you have a lot of water because
Okay.
you want to flush out those toxins that were just released from the adjustments done on your spine.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
So, just some backstory. I've had some severe back problems since January.
Really?
And I haven't gotten them fixed.
Okay.
Let me tell you some of my ailments. I can't bend over.
Okay.
I can't touch my toes without wincing. I can't pick things up from the floor. If I sat for too long, I would get a searing pain in my right side. If I stood for too long, the top of my thighs would go numb.
This sounds really, really serious.
Sleeping hurt. I would wake up every day and there would be like an aching on my left side of the body. So it's just
This isn't like a support group for back specialists. This is a podcast meant for entertaining fashion lifestyle. So get to the point. You went to the chiropractor. You're in pain since January. Okay.
And no sort of stretching would help. So anyways, I go to the chiropractor and
People are going to be so concerned at home.
yeah, I don't even know how it started, but basically they hooked me up to a TENS machine and I immediately relaxed all of my muscles, and then he brought out this chiropractor gun and he yeah, and I got shot.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
where were you?
Right.
And he adjusted my whole back without actually cracking me.
Okay.
With just this gun.
Love it.
So that was I did it the first day, and then I went back the second day. We did the same routine, except he did more of the adjustments. And I was like, I feel amazing. He was like, your whole pelvis was out of line.
Right.
I don't even know how that happens.
Yeah.
But I got home, and I felt super, super nauseous, and I just sat on the couch with my eyes closed, and took 2 Advil, and then I went to volleyball. So
and then you broke his thumb and he came home.
yeah, and here I am with no conditioner in my hair. So that was probably the lowest point of my month.
Well, honestly, it was like an hour that took place.
Yes.
So if that was the lowest part of your month, not a bad month. 60 minutes of
Honestly.
slight pain.
And I think I have a high pain tolerance, but when it comes to being sick or having a stomach bug or nauseous, I can't do it.
And there's no reason to. You had the opportunity to take a minute to relax and rest, and you took that moment. But that being said, we're really happy that your back is feeling better.
Guys, look, I can move all
You're
over.
joining us over on the video.
And it's fantastic. I have a new lease on life.
It
feels like I got a new back. I'm not even kidding. Like, my friends know at school, like, I would have floor time, and I would just lay on the floor with a pillow under my knees because it would just hurt so badly.
Do you know how it originally got so out of whack? Because
you're,
like, young.
No, I know. I was like, I'm too young to have these problems.
Yeah.
I think it was when I was driving back to school in January. I sat for like 4 hours, and I think the way I was driving was weird.
Okay.
And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse.
It seems like a not that big of an event for months of pain. So there had to have been something else.
There definitely had to have been. Maybe when I crack my back. I'm gonna stop doing that.
Do you crack your back
all the time?
Did he mention that?
No.
Okay. Well, just your PSA to check up on your back. If it hurts, go fix it, because she's feeling great.
I'm feeling great.
And she immediately hopped into a volleyball game with a bunch of people she didn't know. So
tons, but now I have new friends.
Now we have new friends.
They're all like 28, 30, and they're fabulous.
Sometimes that's, especially just like a few years older, I don't know, I feel like that rapport, is that the right word?
Totally.
It's kind of fun, that banter, because it's, they're older and wiser, and they are taking a younger person under their wing.
Who doesn't know how to play volleyball.
I always like that role.
Yeah. Okay, so that was my pit.
Do you still have more pits, or was that it?
I do have one more, but I'll get into it later, because I don't want to take over the whole podcast.
Right.
But my bow for the week, I have a few. Okay, well, one of them was volleyball, so that's checked off.
We talked about that.
The next one was my back feeling better, so that's checked off. And then the third one is I'm a Pilates girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, get into it.
Here it is.
Funny.
I'm a Pilates girl.
Yeah.
So, story time. On Wednesday, John and I decided we were going to grace the presence of a local Pilates joint. I'm using the weirdest language.
We went to a Pilates class. So let's make such a normal experience super complicated.
Okay, so the class is at 12. John has gone before, so I was like, this is great. He can introduce me to the whole establishment.
Yes.
Mind you, I've never done Pilates before.
A little bit of a Pilates mentor, if you will.
I'm a novice. I have no idea what's going on in Pilates. Why do I keep doing all these things with no background?
I don't know. I think it's great. It's an adventuresome of you.
Yeah, it's a Sagittarius.
It's a Sagittarius, and it's
Yeah.
constantly reinventing ourselves.
100%.
Never know where we are.
Identity crisis.
That, you know what? Honestly, I don't feed into the whole, moon signs,
Mercury's in retrograde.
rising flame, lowering bear, or whatever. I don't actually know what our specific ones are. However, we do fall into a lot of the Sagittarius qualities.
We do, because we're both Sages. And
Yeah.
a lot of the qualities do line up.
I know, when you really break it down.
So, anyways,
But I don't want to be pigeonholed. Don't put me in a box.
but if you were to put me in
That's
a
such
box,
a Sagittarius thing to say.
you're so crazy, wild, and adventuresome.
I know.
Anyways. So this is a very intimidating Pilates place, by the way.
Yes.
And so I walked in, I was 15 minutes early. I'm always early, for these things. And the first question, I was like, hi, I'm Elizabeth, I'm here signing up. She goes, what's your last name? And then she was like, Bitsy. I was like, oh my god, yeah. I never know when I put Elizabeth or when I put Bitsy when I sign up for these things.
Yeah, it's a game, it's a trick, you trick yourself.
I trick myself. I like
Yeah.
to keep myself on my toes. Very Sagittarius of me. So she's like, okay, Bitsy, do you have grippy socks? And when somebody says a question to you, but you think that they're saying something else, you answer too fast.
Yeah.
When you're walking by someone and you think they're about to say, hey, how are you? But they actually say, so good to see you.
And then you're like, good!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, good, how about you? I'm like, that's not the right answer.
We've all been there. I know what you're talking about.
So I just said yes. I don't have grippy socks on. I just have the Bombas socks.
Those have a grip on the bottom.
Not a real grip. Those
What was
socks
she
that
talking
have
about?
the plastic on the bottom.
Okay, are there Pilates
Yes.
specific socks?
Yes.
She should have just said that.
Thank you. So I said yes.
Yeah, I'm wearing a sock that's equal to a cleat. Okay, and it'll grab a little suction cup on there. What's the next question?
Koala.
I can scale this whole building. What else do you got for me? Water? I have water.
Yes.
Okay,
So
continue.
So she says, do you have the grippy socks? I respond, yes. And then I'm like, wait a second, I don't. But I was like, it'll be fine. Like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
just a recommendation.
I put my stuff down and I read a text from John. he says, I won't be there until 12.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in traffic.
Uh-huh.
So I think to myself, gee whiz, Liz.
Gee whiz, Liz.
This isn't going to be good because I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea where I am. I have no grippy socks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be slipping and sliding, and everyone's going to be calling me Bitsy in this new class. So I go in, and I think, okay, I'm going to go to the back of the room. Like, this is what I need to do. I need to, like, stay away.
Let me blend in.
Totally. Yes. Okay, so then the instructor comes in. She was so nice, and she walked me through. She's like, this is the reformer, this is the carriage. She was like, and everything was moving really quickly.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, look, I got it. Like, thanks. So then, class starts, and she was like, okay, front of the room, let's start us off. And I was like, yeah, start us off. No, I am the front of the room.
You sat like, oh, sorry, you thought that like the back was the front was the back.
So I am the front of the room, and everyone is watching me, and I have no grippy socks on, and I don't know why I'm on this reformer. Why is this thing moving? Where are these handles? And she was
John's stuck on the front.
John isn't here. John is nowhere to be found. So I'm like, oh my god. I thought to myself, Elizabeth, you just walk out. Just walk out of the class. And I didn't. And that is what I was really proud of myself for. So she was like, here's the other thing. It's not like this calm Pilates class. It's heavy metal. Rock music's playing. I can't hear what the instructor's saying because the music is so loud. Like, she's screaming my name, and I can't hear her. She's screaming like, Bitsy! And my feet are slipping. And so then I get a handle on the situation. I get a handle. I engage my core. My back is still not okay.
Right.
And she was like, okay, go into, like, running devil. There's some term for it. And the girl next to me is in some backflip motion with all fours, and she's moving. And I have no idea where I am. The room's dark. This woman's screaming at me, and I'm like,
You're just in, like, the split.
So I look around, the instructor comes over, she puts me in the position, I start doing it, I'm like, okay, this feels amazing. I'm engaging all these different muscles that I never even knew I had. Things start moving. We're 10 minutes into class, I'm like, I can do this. The woman did come over and, like, kept putting the weight down because,
it was too heavy.
It was too heavy, and I was shaking. I was
quivering, some would say.
Oh my god.
And John's still not here.
John's still not there. He rolls in at 12:08, 12:10. Class has started, okay? So he walks in, he was so funny. He was like, hey. Puts his stuff down. I'm like, hi. You're like, hi. So class was going well. I was getting a gist of everything. And then we start doing arms. So we flip over to the other side of the reformer. Now I'm in the back of the class. The other side.
Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay.
And I'm still just like woozy.
Right, woozy is the main word.
And the main rule is never put 2 feet on the carriage. So the carriage is the middle part of the reformer because it moves, okay?
Okay.
So apparently you're never supposed to like hop on to the carriage with 2 feet. So one of the moves was to cross over your right leg over your left leg on the carriage. So at this point, I have been slipping and sliding all over this reformer because I'm sweating so much. The girl next to me was literally wearing a Lululemon Align jacket the entire time. I don't think she sweat once.
That is...
You are training for war? I don't know what you're on.
She must have been really good.
She
That's
was
super
amazing.
impressive.
So we flip over, and I kid you not, I'm in this position. My arms are clutching the thing. Both of my feet are on the carriage. They're moving back and forth. And I thought to myself, Elizabeth, Bitsy, whoever you are today, like, if you let go, like, just like unengage your abs, you will fall through. You will fall through the reformer, and you will not be asked back.
Yeah, no.
So I took a break. I just like rolled myself back up. The end of the class, the whole class went by really quickly. It was 45 minutes. John stopped a few times for water.
I was going to say, how was John?
He's good at it, but he stopped a few times and I was like screaming for help with my eyes, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, what have you done to me? Yeah, you constantly put me in these situations. I specifically asked you not to do this to me again.
So,
as you're in like...
as I'm in like swan pose or whatever.
Right.
So then class was over and everyone was like, oh my god, that was great. I felt amazing.
Oh, well that's great.
And I walked out and I said to John, wow, I feel superior to every single person.
I'm sure you did, because you just embarked on this super hard workout. Also, it was probably good because you were panicking so much about just everything that was happening.
Yeah.
You probably didn't think about anything else the entire time.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm sure it was a complete escape. Maybe that's the whole point of it. That was the first thing I thought about.
It was.
Like, the panic and the focus that it took. Like, it honestly, you didn't think about anything else.
And you know how I can panic.
Oh, like it gets, you send out the newsletters for
I'm
panic.
such a panicker.
Yeah, it could be just a normal day and it's fire trucks.
So I was so proud of myself. Afterwards, John got out of the class. He's like, I haven't eaten anything all day, and I thought I was going to pass out.
That's, you know what, that is
scary.
Everyone needs to eat something before any workout, but specifically with Pilates, because...
And it was an intense Pilates. It was the equivalent of doing hot yoga.
Okay. I feel like hot yoga would be easier than this.
No, it was, but like, you know how there's like normal yoga and then there's like intense yoga? I was doing the intense Pilates, having never done regular Pilates.
I mean, you hear about this all the time. People, like, avid Pilates people are ripped. Like, they're in
Every
the best
girl around
shape
me
of their life.
No, they all had slick back hair, and they were in amazing, beautiful workout sets I've never seen anywhere on the iron store. And they were all in incredible shape. And I'm like, oh my god, I think I've entered a new world. And so
Seriously?
here I am.
What was the average age?
Oh, all ages.
Okay.
I was the youngest, and then there was like a 70-year-old.
And you said she was really good?
She was amazing. At one point, she looked over at me, and she had such disdain in her eyes, as I'm like... So I signed up for next week.
I like that
I'm
you
going
didn't
back.
like shy away from this challenge. You weren't discouraged.
I'm going back. And I'm also looking into other Pilates places that aren't as intense, because I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Well, somebody on your TikTok said that Coors is some of the hardest type of Pilates. There are a lot of different Pilates places throughout Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I think Mom said this the other day that if we could take a private class to learn the basics, you know, within a controlled
To get some grippy
setting,
socks.
To get some grippy socks, I think that I would 100% do it just to learn. I mean, because it's like a new language. You have to learn the names, the moves. You're on a piece of machinery.
What I would love to know is, where did these other girls who were just phenomenal at this, where did they learn all of this? Where did you learn
Probably
these
at
terms?
Chorus. I don't even know what it's called. Sorry.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a Pilates girl.
Right, yeah.
So that was
Maybe
just
a good also way to meet friends.
No, they were in and they were out.
Oh.
They were in their own Pilates world.
They seem very intense.
Very intense people, but like fun.
No, it's
like,
I'm
I can
saying that
admire
in the
from
nicest
afar.
way. Like, they seem like very high achieving, driven, focused women, and they're living in this Pilates studio, and it's great to see.
It is
the pillar of society in that 45-minute class. So, any last thoughts about Pilates?
I think that was it. Like, honest. Oh, so then Mom kept telling me, she was like, don't hurt yourself on the reformer.
It's so true.
And I just had that in the back of my mind. I was like, I cannot get hurt. I didn't, and here I am.
I wonder if there are a lot of Pilates injuries. Like, I wonder if that's something.
Maybe. Like, falling through the reformer.
Well, I don't
because
think
that was me for a second. I was about to fall through.
I don't think that they really account for that. I think they assume that you're not going to shoot through the... We lost another one. Like, I don't think they're like that. I think it's, you know...
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. You got to stay balanced. And the pressure that is put on you to have that balance is really how you get so in shape.
It's 2 days after, and I still can't laugh properly because it hurts my upper abs.
Yeah, and you probably were using muscles you haven't used in months.
No, my entire life.
Yeah, yep, there it is.
So that's a little bit about me. It could have helped my back.
It could have helped your back.
Yeah, trying to get some ab build up to then strengthen my back.
Yeah. 100%. Thank you, Anne, for that.
So that's my Pilates update.
Well, we are here for this journey, and please keep us updated, and I want to hear how next week goes. And if anyone is listening who is an avid Pilates girly, let us know your
tips and
tips. And
tricks.
how long did it take for you to really just get better and get the swing of things? And also, how long did it take for you to not feel so sore and scared?
Right. And super scared. And also, how do you put your hair so slick back? Let me know.
I can help you with that.
Okay, good.
I have stuff on Amazon that I've seen before.
Okay, totally like changing topics and switching lanes. I just want to like talk about myself for 2 seconds. Not that we haven't talked about myself.
No,
the
we're
entire
here
time.
for any, yeah. This is
Another
so
pit,
entertaining.
which like I am still recovering from, is my stats. When my stats homework.
Yeah, I know what stats is, but why? What's wrong?
No, honey. Because we went to this adorable coffee shop.
Yes, we did.
Which Emily's a regular at.
I go there quite frequently. It's only like 5 or 6 minutes away from my house. It's just charming. It's honestly how I want my house to be decorated.
Oh.
The sconces, the new wall coverings, the navy bar. It's just all
A barista.
A barista, right? The glasses that they give you the coffee in.
Yeah, someone to do the dishes
It's
as well.
super
That would be great in the
nicely
house.
curated, and that too as well. It's just amazing. So I have been going there like during the spring. So I was like, come on over and we'll do some work there.
Yeah, you thought it would be like a charming outing for the both of us.
I mean, I had a charming time.
I almost chucked my computer out
There
the
were a
window.
lot of outbursts coming from your side of the table, which was super fun for me because every time you would like something, I don't know what was happening, you maybe got an answer wrong,
Yeah.
it was, oh gosh, it was flailing, and I was kind of looking around like, oh, she's so funny, she's just like, really, she likes to emote, but I was like, keep it down over there.
Guys, I would like to talk, a PSA to the McGraw-Hill creators of my lab, my stats lab. They need a bigger leeway. I keep putting in these answers and they're off by like 0.1 decimal.
Yeah,
I
mean, it really seems to be getting to you.
It's been getting to me and like it's hitting different nerves that I just never thought.
You can imagine it was a super fun experience for me as I'm, doing my
I
work.
apologize for my outbursts, but like there's boils in my stomach.
You're so close to it, and
I'm
you
so
didn't-
close to the answer.
But you weren't getting it, or you just like were getting a rounded version of it.
I think it's rounded. I think my calculator is messed up.
Oh, I'm sure it's a calculator.
It's not user error.
100% not you. But that's frustrating. I think that the best word to describe that is just frustrating.
Irritating.
Irritating.
Disappointed in McGraw-Hill.
Yeah, and I don't think we can go back to the coffee shop for a few more days.
No.
Just let that simmer. I was like the communications team, like smiling.
Yeah. I have another update. Did you have something you
No,
wanted
I
to
honestly,
say?
like, really, I sat down, and after I hooked everything up and I put my ring light back together, I was like, I don't know what we're talking about today.
So I iced your head.
Right, so I'm happy that you have notes, so continue.
So I have an update about the books.
The books?
So
yes, the sequels, the prequels.
If you
Please
didn't
share.
listen to last week's, pause, go back, listen to last week's. I, purchased a lot of sequels last week accidentally.
Yes.
And so Mom and I went to Barnes & Noble on one of our outings this week, and I purchased 2 new books, The Forgotten Cottage and Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe.
Wow.
Wow is right. Both of these books are like flashbacks books,
Okay.
which I really appreciate because it's fast moving, and because of TikTok, I have no attention span these days.
I've talked about this on my podcast before.
Yes. So those are just exciting ways that I have been filling my time reading this new book. And then I ordered the Guinness Girls prequel, so that's coming.
So I'm happy that you sorted out your prequel sequel debacle. On that book topic, I also wanted to bring up, I was sent an early copy of Ellen Hildebrand's new novel for the summer.
Mm.
It's called The 5-Star Weekend, and it actually came through a PR package that Talbot sent me. So clearly there's some sort of little book deal going on with
Good old
that.
Talbots.
Good old Talbots pulling through. They included in the package, it was like all these summer essentials. I posted about it on my Instagram, go check that out. So I felt superior to everyone that I received an early copy of a hardcover book, especially one that is so hot these days, and it's released June 13th, so I've started it. It's fabulous. I'm planning on
Read it
reading
before it
No,
comes out.
I'm gonna finish the whole thing like before it comes out, and then I'll like give it to people to read as well. So we're all have read it before.
Take it to this Pilates class, those girls would eat that up.
I'm sure they
seem
also
like big readers.
They seem to be just bettering themselves in every aspect of their life. I wouldn't be surprised if they also had an early copy as well.
They might have, just because
They
they're
seem to be
well-connected.
incredibly in the know. So I just wanted to add to that little book thing. But speaking of releases, my new line of merchandise comes out Tuesday. So when you're listening to this, if you're listening to it the day that it's being released on Monday, happy Memorial Day, by the way. if you're,
Happy Memorial Day.
because it's on Monday, but it's not
Waving
Memorial
my
Day.
imaginary flag.
Waving my imaginary flag back to you. But tomorrow, May 30th, we are releasing the new line, and we have been hard at work organizing, tagging, checking inventory,
Pricing.
quality control, updating the website, writing, freaking out that we deleted things on the website,
Control-Zing and realizing that we can just
undo, redo. So there's been a lot of that on the home front, but we are tickled, to say the least. That would be the most understated way to put it. About the new line. We're very excited.
I'm excited. I've only seen a few of the products.
Oh, but I mean, just ask. They're all downstairs.
Totally. I haven't ventured down there in a bit.
What with the Pilates and getting your books and stuff.
And also not being able to walk because I'm sore from the Pilates and my back. So stairs have
we'll
kind of
carry
been
you down to see.
Stairs have been harder these days.
Right, yeah. The prime of her life.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
It's going to be fabulous.
I love the color scheme.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited about a lot of different parts of this, the color scheme being one of them. I also just like the really encouraging and positive tagline. And I would say that it's like a bigger line that we've done in the past. The biggest line that we ever did was our Christmas line that came out 2 Christmases ago. If you're new here, I had honestly an iconic holiday line.
I remember that.
2 years ago, but I just can't wait to share it. Sorry, I had a thread that scared me. I thought it was a fly on me.
Okay.
I'm honestly just so excited to share the new line with you all. So it'll go live on my website and on Instagram Tuesday, May 30th.
That'll be huge.
I just had to give that little plug.
Absolutely. And I'll tell my Pilates friends on Wednesday.
Okay, perfect.
And they won't respond, probably.
They'll put their black sunglasses on and walk out.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something?
I was.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
tonight we have a fun activity.
Tonight we do have a fun activity. We're kicking off the first flag holiday of the season by going to a baseball game.
Take me out to the ball game. And then take me home.
out
To the ball game. Take me out to the ballpark. Crowd.
Buy me
And riff. Buy me something with the Cracker Jack. You know, speaking of Cracker Jack, there's Cracker Jill now. Did you know that?
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really cute. Mom and I got some of the packaging for Memorial Day, I guess it was.
I like that. I like when people take stuff like that and they kind of put their own spin on it. That's
Yeah,
really cute.
like let's give Jill a shine
Where
moment.
has Jill been, you know?
Pilates. She looks great. She's on the cover of the Cracker Jill packaging.
really?
Stunning.
Really, I love to see it. So it first came about because Claire and Connor are volunteering for the American Cancer Society. Claire's very involved with it. And then we're like, well, let's come, support a great cause, see our family. And then we invited a bunch of our friends as well. So we got a group together and we're going tonight. And, I mean, the sun is just oozing into this room. So it is looking to be a beautiful night.
And I'm actually going to wear, I know it's going to be a little chilly, but I am going to wear my jean shorts that I just got from J. Crew. And they're a bit longer. It's giving Monica from Friends.
It's giving, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm going to wear Mom's frame sweatshirt that has a little collar.
You're so cute.
Thanks.
I will kind of piggyback off of that, reform off of that.
That's funny.
I didn't know if it was going to land, that retro vibe of yours as well.
I could even wear the top you're wearing right now.
I feel like I'd be cold.
You would be.
So I think I'm going to do like a white jean jacket, I guess, some new J. Crew pieces. I don't want to give it all away. You're going to have to go check it out. Mostly because I don't know the plan yet.
But then I'm really excited because, one, I haven't been to a baseball game in forever.
Yes.
And like, does anyone even watch the game? It's more of the sounds that I go for. You know, the crack of the bat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And also, I love the food.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was there 2 weeks ago with Aubrey and friends, and I had my back the entire time, and then fireworks went off, and I literally thought we were under attack, number one. But then I was like, how festive, how fun that, you know, they had the firework committee up and ready to go.
Yeah.
So
You know, tonight there's going to be fireworks because it's a Friday.
You know what, I think there's fireworks a lot more than we think. I think it's quite easy to set off fireworks.
I think it's Friday and Saturday that they have fireworks.
Okay, so I was there on
And they're
Saturday.
giving out free t-shirts. It's going to be a wild time.
We love taking such mundane, not even mundane, but just normal activities and just completely romanticizing. We're like, look at this fabulous cotton shirt I got. It's like really whimsical sports game, and they like throw this ball, and there's like a screen, and then all of a sudden, like it's like, all these fireworks go up in the air,
And the camaraderie of the people, and everyone's in red, white, and blue.
cheering. There's a theme. There's a color scheme. It's just
The city's alive.
The city's alive. I will say we got hot dogs last time, and they were incredible. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the food, the company, and the fireworks. But like I said before, I had my back to the game the entire time. We were in like the bar section area.
Well, that's where
we
we're going to be
stand.
tonight as well.
So I just jibber-jabbered the whole time, and then it was over. Honestly, it flew by.
Do you know if they won or not? Do you know how many innings?
They did win. I couldn't tell you who they played against. I have no idea.
Beats me.
Literally no idea. I stood on a chair and I got a picture and then I sat back down. Oh my God. And I was like, how are you? I'm more about the talking and the people that I'm with. It doesn't matter where you put us. We just, it's all about the company, which is really the core of this podcast.
To always be in good company.
Always be in good company.
This piggybacks off of, I don't know why we keep using that phrase, but I like it. Last night, because Emily and I keep going to the local watering hole.
Right.
And we go there like on days where the final four, I don't even know the correct term, for basketball.
The playoffs.
The playoffs are happening for basketball, and we are, it literally looked like we were there just to watch the game.
Yes.
Because you had a Kelly Green bag on, and I was in a sweatshirt that said Yay Sports.
Because we had come from volleyball.
So everyone around started talking about the game.
Yeah.
And I have never been more in tune with basketball.
Because we've been going to the said place every single night, basically, and just following the game.
When are the people at the local watering hole gonna catch on?
No, I said that to you last night. I was like, Elizabeth, like,
when do we become regulars? Is there like a secret handshake? Is there like a knowing nod? Or like a menu is just like, they not even slid over, like he just knows.
Yeah.
Club soda with lime. And I'm like, you know it. I'm like, and you have my card on tap, correct?
Yes.
Because I never closed out from last night.
I think that it's going to be sooner than we think because I don't think there's a large amount. I don't think the staff is large enough to rotate. Like, first of all, one of the guys that was working there on Wednesday night, we know pretty well, family.
And I was also there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and he was also there.
Okay, well, he did catch on then. I think if you go enough, anyone will catch on. I mean, people at the Starbucks right by our house, I walk in and she knows me by name and she knows my order.
And what switched? Like, at what point? So you go in Monday and you just go up and you say, hi, I would like an iced, vanilla latte. You don't get that. An iced vanilla latte. It's Emily, okay? On Tuesday, does something snap in her mind, like, it's Emily?
No, it definitely, took... See, there's, a lot of different thoughts to this. I went in consistently for, 2 or 3 months, and I'm not sure if she just, kept letting me say the order and she knew it, and then one day she was just like, I know it.
Right.
So that just happened. One day she was like, grande iced black coffee with oat milk, no sweetener for Emily, and I was like, oh my God.
I never thought this day would come.
Right, are we best friends? So, I mean, that's kind of just my experience, but I believe that she knew the order a lot longer than she shared with me. I think it just got to a point where she was like, I'm going to help everybody in this establishment and get your order through.
I don't know if I could ever be a regular because I change up my order so much.
No, there's one thing about, I'm trying really in all aspects of my life to just be more consistent.
That's amazing. Brava. That's huge. But sometimes I want an iced Americano, sometimes I want a cold brew, so it really does depend. What would be amazing is if she would be able to list off all the different orders that I get and then tell me which one I want that day, because I'm also indecisive.
No, I'm trying to be way more decisive and consistent, and I've been at this it was a trek to get to this point for her to recognize it. Also, not a lot of people frequent the Starbucks, so I also think that that's on our side.
That's true. Okay, so today I went to the Starbucks after I worked out, and I picked up your package, which is, by the way, still in the car.
That from? Where is that from? The package?
I don't know. It was a big white box. I just chucked it into the back seat.
I don't know where it's from.
It might be really light.
Chains.
It was really light.
Okay.
So I picked up the package and I went to the Starbucks. Of course, I'm driving mom's car. This thing is a military tank, and you know how small that Starbucks is, like that driveway.
Yes.
I'm completely taking out.
I actually don't know how you got over that.
No, I don't know either. I was like, everybody knows.
This Starbucks is particularly cute. I think I've talked about this before. It used to be an old bank. Yeah. So it's pulling it, and then they have this green roof, and and a little patio, and just the sweetest people. It's not a normal Starbucks. This Starbucks is elite.
And there's a downstairs and an upstairs.
Yeah. Sorry, my microphone's getting funky. Okay, keep going.
So, I'm taking out curves, I pull into the spot, I go and they make our drinks in 2 seconds.
And nobody's ever in there.
No.
I don't understand.
But they always seem busy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of mobile orders. By the way, they make your drink better if you don't mobile order it.
Well, I believe that.
Yeah,
totally. So I'm back in the car now, and it's a hard car to park because it's so large. This lovely,
Oh, this is funny.
little woman, elderly woman with like cute blonde white hair and a little blazer and a pink little top. She pulls in next to me and I'm about to pull out and she comes around and starts banging on my window. And I'm like, oh my God, did I hit her car?
Right.
So I roll it down, I'm like, hello? And she was like, honey, did I park too close? Can you get out? And I was like, oh my gosh, you're fine. Like, you're in the lines. Like, no, if anything, I parked too close to you. Like,
Right.
please.
This is my fault.
She takes my hand.
I'm telling you, this Starbucks is not a normal place.
It's magical. She takes my hand through the window. She was like, honey, my daughter's always telling me that I need to drive better and I'm parking too close to people, so you just let me know. And also, she keeps going.
Who are you?
I'm like, well, first of all, I don't know who you are. Second of all, my iced coffee is melting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, no, like, you're so fine. Your daughter sounds like she's a hoot. And then she was like, your mother raised you right.
What?
She was like, you're such a sweet girl. And I was like, thank you. So then I just like roll back up the window. She, scurries away. I pull out. She's waving.
Do they know her?
I've never seen her in my life. And I'll probably never see her again, but I loved her for that brief moment.
No, there's like a lot of interesting things that happen on my daily trek to Starbucks, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Considerably enjoy it. Yeah.
They need a bigger parking lot because, me and the elderly women can't park.
It's a really, really difficult,
Narrow
parking space.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people actually park in the next door lot.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, and then a lot of issue is like you can't actually pull in on that one side. It's only going out.
Yeah.
So like a huge bottleneck occurs over there. But other than that, it's a great place to be.
It's a long time.
So I think that's everything that I have to share with you. I'm excited for this weekend. We have the baseball game. We're then going to go out tomorrow during the day in Cleveland. And then the later half of the weekend, we will be up at the lake.
I have never stayed over at Claire and Connor's apartment since they're married.
I have. It's not.
I know you have. But I haven't.
Okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
well, you're going to love it.
So I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean,
Packing a bag, bringing